everyone, I'm Teala Avery. I'm a senior at NFA, and right now I'm standing in my exhibit titled The Acts That Shape Us. This opportunity was originally offered to me in March of 2019 by Alana Sherman to capture the youth in the community that are actively taking part in youth social justice. So we're going to start with some of my family's personal favorites, these portraits of Malachi Brown. So Malachi is part of NFA's chamber choir as well as the play shop, and he's involved in the plays every single year and does a great job. He actually wasn't supposed to have his own original portraits, but he came into the room where I was shooting and he sat down and we ended up capturing some amazing photos. This one right here is my personal favorite because I believe it really just captures who he is. He's just sitting there singing and he looks like he's at a state of peace, and I really love that about this photo. So this next piece is an action shot from the annual Thanksgiving community meal, featuring Project Outreach volunteers that are giving back to the community and serving those that are looking for a warm meal. I believe this is especially impactful during the midst of COVID, when we can't have those face-to-face community service opportunities. We need to keep those in mind that are struggling during this time and might not have the same resources as other people. Someone I know that's always keeping people in mind is Karen Lau. She was featured on my discussion panel the opening day of my exhibit. She acts as a secretary, an intern, and a volunteer in her day-to-day life as an NFA student. Because of all that and more, she was a valuable contribution to this exhibit. Just like Karen, all the students that I selected for this exhibit work hard to give back to the community and make a positive impact. That may range from public speaking to other students about the importance of mental health, to mentoring young children, or creating blankets for those that are going through chemotherapy. Contrary to popular belief, my generation cares. They care about what other people are going through, and they want to make an impact and alleviate what others might be struggling with. One of my favorite aspects about the exhibit is how I managed to capture the duality of the teenage spirit. While I was editing, I realized I couldn't just use one photo because that wouldn't capture the whole story. So I decided to use two. One would represent the first impression that you would get from that individual, and the second dives deeper into their personality so that the audience can feel who they are. For example, here we have Lohani, who's super involved with dance, and for the past year has been volunteering at Kelly Middle School to teach students how to dance. My process behind the first photo was to build the familiarity between the subject and the camera, being in front of the camera, and the setup of the room. For the second photo, I had my speaker with me, so I told them to play their favorite song, their favorite playlist. Some people had their friends with them, so that helped them loosen up. That's how I captured the juxtaposition between these two photos. One person I really want to give a shout out to is my friend Winnie Wu. For the whole process leading up to the opening day of the exhibit, Winnie has been right by my side. From reflecting the lighting in the studio, to running around campus to promote the opening day, to standing right by my side while I was photographing an event, Winnie has really been a blessing through this whole entire thing, and I really love how her two photos came out. Here we have my piece titled Shopping While Black. This title came about last year when a family friend approached me as well as other artists with the potential to be featured in her upcoming book titled Shopping While Black. I really love this photo because it's abstract. It can be applied to many real-world situations, and I included it in the exhibit because it pertains to the theme of youth social justice. I was so excited at the reception of my exhibit to find out that this would be the cover of her book. And that concludes the virtual tour. Thank you so much to everybody that watched, and thank you for those that encouraged me through this whole journey. None of this would be possible without you all, and a special thank you to Otis Library who hosted this exhibit. It was a year-long process of interviewing, photographing, editing, and mounting, but I'm more than happy with the results, and I hope you all are happy with the exhibit as well. And I hope you all enjoyed the exhibit as much as I have. Thank you so much.